Hey YouTube, so it's Friday for me, but it's going to be Saturday for you. So I'm recording this on Friday and it's going to go up on the channel and you're going to be seeing it on Saturday because on Friday I had a live stream that by the time you're checking this out, would have already happened with Jordan from Sports Card Analytics. If you haven't already checked it out and you're interested in some hobby talk, check that out. Otherwise, here are some of the pickups that I've got for this week. Some interesting, a little bit of a variety going on with it, including one of the rare basketball cards that make it into my collection, and I'm going to start with that one here. One other thing I'll mention to you, as usual, if you've got any comments or questions, you're more than welcome to throw that in there. I will mention that again at the end. And obviously, I've got other videos on the channel, and you can check out kind of my collecting exploits. So here we go. So first one is, like I said, don't have a lot of basketball cards in my collection, and mainly that's because I don't really follow the sport too much. But I saw a little recommendation, or at least a concept related to this card. I thought it looked like a neat card, so I thought I would pick it up and have it as one of the few cards that I have laying around. So this is a T-321 from Optic, 2019-2020. So obviously the Lakers are in the NBA Finals this year. So there you go. Now I've got a LeBron James card in the collection. Its fate will be decided by the future will tell. But I like that it's the holo version. So it's got that nice shine that I enjoy in my collection. So if I'm going to have a card like that lying around, then I don't mind something like this. We'll see, like I said, what happens with it long term, whether I hang on to it or whether it goes somewhere else. But in the meantime, I thought I would have a little bit of fun with it. And because, as I said, it's a holo, at least I can enjoy the shine for a little bit. It's a cool looking card. Kind of interesting with the whole controls on the back and everything. So T-321, blast off and that whole thing. But here you go. So these guys may end up winning the championship soon, and we'll see what happens. But there is the only LeBron James card I've ever had in my collection. Next, there are a couple of cards from a guy who I've had a number of different cards in my collection, and some nice thematic cards. Sticking with Panini, so this is again Optic. This is an Aqua rookie year card of Juan Soto. So this is the Aqua version from Optic, the Optic rookie, rated rookie card here. And that Aqua is just really nice looking. So hopefully you can get a little bit of sense of the shine on that. And these Aqua cards are numbered to $2.99. Back is just a simple black and white design, but it's a nice clean card. Another nice one to add to the collection. These are fun. Same vein. This is from 2018 Select. Now this one I think does the shine a little bit better just with the way the design is made, but I want to show that to you. Also numbered to $2.99. This is the Optic version of the Select as well. So it's a bit of a coincidence. I wasn't planning it out that way, but these came up on eBay and I had to pick them up. Obviously, I've had some of these other Select cards before, but this is just a good looking card. And some of these Selects have started to creep up in price, so I definitely wanted to get my hands on these while I still could. It's a nice clean looking card, again, numbered to $2.99. The Select from this year and some of the subsequent years have had really nice clean designs, so this is pretty good looking. There you go, another Aqua Juan Soto rookie card for the collection. All right, we'll stick with the shiny stuff. One more Juan Soto here for this mail day, and then we'll move on to something else. So this one is the 2018 Topps Heritage Chrome Refractor, yes, but this is the purple Chrome Refractor, so a PSA 9. So this finishes kind of the trifecta of refractors that I've got in the collection. So I've got the regular Chrome, I've got the Chrome Refractor, and now I've got the Chrome Purple Refractor. There is also a black and a gold version that are much more limited, but right now a little bit out of my price range, and I'm not exactly going to be chasing after those anytime soon. But these are just fantastic looking. Like, hopefully you can see based on the light how it plays with the card. Getting a good angle to take a nice picture of it is usually a challenge, but you can definitely see there's a lot going on there. These are just good looking cards. It'll be nice as part of a grouping that I've been putting together. Okay, this next one is actually kind of interesting. If you're more recent to the channel, you don't know that occasionally I work on certain vintage projects, and I haven't been working on too many for a while, but this is one I definitely had to pick up. So this is a 1957 Topps football, John Martinkovich. Now why, and this is a PSA 8 OC. Now why John Martinkovich? Well, he's one of 12 Green Bay Packer players that I need to complete the team set for this. And it's a nice clean looking card. It is off center, but it is still a very clean card. And with this one, I have now 75% of this group. I have the Paul Hornan as an ungraded card right now that I will eventually send in for grading. I'm doing this as part of the PSA set registry. This is one of the few registries I'm actually doing. I just want to have this Packers team set. So I have the Paul Hornung in hand. There is another, I believe Ferguson is another one that I have that I'm missing. And then, of course, the Bart Starr rookie is the big one that I don't have in the collection yet. But that's something I'll work on. The Bart Starr is probably going to be the last one. But this is a nice copy of John Martinkovich, if I can pronounce it correctly. A little bit random. You might not have been expecting that one. So now let's do a little bit of hockey. My traditional bread and butter here to finish this off. So first, a couple of Jamie Benn's. Unfortunate result for the Dallas Stars this year in the Stanley Cup Final. I don't know if these guys are going to get back, if this core is going to be able to get back. This was kind of a weird year, obviously, for a variety of reasons. And it just kind of came together, and we'll have to see. So this is a second-year Jamie Benn card from 2010-2011. It's a Panini Donruss. Die cut, second year, autograph. Next one here is a newer card. It is a 2020-2021 Upper Deck MVP superscript of Jamie Benn. Really nice looking card with the shine and everything. Now this one unfortunately has kind of an interesting story. It actually came from the seller in a padded envelope, which is good, and came inside of a top loader, but it came inside of a top loader that didn't have a penny sleeve. So obviously I've added the penny sleeve in, and fortunately it doesn't appear there's been any major damage. A little touched up there in the corner with some white, but for the most part pretty good. But kind of unacceptable shipping from a seller. Even though it wasn't a super expensive card, it is numbered to 25, it is a more limited card. You'd think they'd have done a little better work to take care of it. So I'm still trying to decide exactly what I want to do with feedback on that. I'm probably going to go with a neutral and just point out that, hey, they don't exactly take care on their shipping, because that is a really sloppy shipping job, because this could very easily have damaged the card doing it that way. Because the card was actually held, one other thing I didn't mention is the card was actually held with, instead of like painter's tape or something, sticky note. Sticky note on top, a sticky note on bottom, and somehow that's supposed to keep the cards from shuffling around. It ended up lucking out, but obviously not exactly what you would want. But a cool looking card for less than 20 bucks. No complaints there. And this one is going to be a little memento from this Stanley Cup year run. Needs a new top loader, but otherwise. So I'm going to butcher this name as well. So it's Joel Kiravanta. So this is the guy who ended up getting a hat trick in the playoffs to help propel the Dallas Stars to that championship. And as far as I know, this is probably one of the few cards that are out there for him. So just kind of a guy that came out of nowhere and had a playoff hat trick. Kind of a cool memento of an interesting Stanley Cup run that will be remembered for probably quite a while, because I don't know exactly what next year will bring. We're all going to be resetting and starting at one again. Cool to have a nice little memento, though. Okay, so here's a couple of Modano singles that came as part of a lot. So let me share these with you. So this one is actually a award predictor. So this is for the All-Star MVP. Kind of a simple looking card. So there's two versions of this. There's the one that was redeemed, which is this. And then there's the redemption card itself. Both needed in the collection, and me kind of beefing up that mid-90s section of the collection. Simple card, but good looking, especially for that era. This one here I think is a Gatorade. I want to say 1997 Gatorade. I have it in the checklist, but I'd have to double check. It's basically just a sticker. Very simple. And a blank back. But another one needed in the collection. Very cool. In English and Francais. This one I actually had to double check to make sure that it wasn't one I already had. So this is a 97-98 Omega card. Now I have the complete rainbow of Omega. So I was taking a look at it and going like, did I order the wrong thing? And then I double checked, and actually, no, I did order the right thing. This is the promo card, the sample. So that's another one that I needed in the collection, so perfect. It looks pretty much exactly the same as the regular base card, but it is the promo. So another one off that list. And this is the Crown Royale Master Performers insert. One of the many small inserts that are still needed in the collection. Again, beefing up the 90s section of the collection. Trying to get some of those closed off. You can see a little bit of a pattern here with the foil on these, which is kind of cool. Simple design. This is Kraft Overtime Winners, so one of the food issues. So picking up some of the obscure ones. 2-1 Dallas over St. Louis in overtime. It's kind of neat, some of those food issues. So for Kraft singles. This one I thought I had, but apparently I did not. This is from Upper Deck MVP. This is 99-2000, and it is the silver script. So I had the gold script for the longest time, and for some reason I didn't have the silver script, which struck me as odd, but there you go. Sometimes it's not the rare or expensive one. Sometimes it's the one that you think, oh yeah, I already got that, and you double check and it's like, nope, actually it turns out I don't. So there we go. And this is another food issue here from Craft Again, Face Off Rivals with Mike Eastwood. It's a little circular disc card. And this one I had to put in the 130 point penny sleeve because it was a little bit wider than a standard card. Kind of interesting. Little disc card. And this is the last one from this particular eBay lot, was a Ovation Lead Performers. Again, sticking to that late 90s, early 2000s. Ovation, I think, was a retail-only product if memory serves me. It's been a while since I looked into these too much, but kind of a simple card. A little bit of foil on the bottom as well. Nice. All right, now we're getting into a couple of interesting cards here, just for fun, just to finish this off. This one's kind of cool. This one is a Hometown Heroes insert. Nothing too crazy as far as this is concerned, so let me show it to you here. So you can see it's got a nice foil shine going on with it, very nice. There's two versions of this. There's the regular one that's pack pulled, and then the one that's a factory set. Now, I believe I've got it around here somewhere as well. Yep, let me go. So this is the other one. So you can see this one's got kind of the foil going on, and this one's kind of got more of a pattern, like a grain to it. I actually wasn't sure which was which. I actually ordered an extra copy of this one originally in a previous mail day, accidentally thinking it was this one. But now I've got both versions. The only thing is it's not 100% clear to me which is the factory and which is the pack pulled because it's been a long time. I believe the foily one is the pack pulled. I believe. And I believe this is the factory set one, but I'll get confirmation on that. But either way, now I've got both. All right, this next one is 0607 SP Game Used Edition. So one of the parallels. This is the Rainbow Parallel, number 25. Always nice to pick up some of those tougher parallels. Even on sets like this where they're being very subtle with it. They're putting the foil in there, the rainbow, but still nice looking. Obviously a rare card, so that's cool. This one is a 2014-2015. Again, I think it's a retail product, Overtime Hockey. And this is the autographed parallel to this base card. Not numbered, but you can definitely see the sticker on there, and the back is changed appropriately to show for the autograph. And one thing I haven't paid attention to too much, but I hadn't seen it in a while, Universal Distribution GTS as part of the logos on the back, which is kind of interesting. Like I said, I believe this was a retail-only issue, but I'd have to double-check as well. But it is part of the Legends subset. Neat-looking card. All right, this one's, again, more of an obscure one. So this is one of those O-Pee-Chee box bottoms. So this is a rookie year box bottom, hand-cut, but it is PSA graded, and so it's in a fairly nice shape. It is a mint 9. Very clean-looking card. I have a couple of these in the collection, but I didn't have one that was this nice. So I got a recommendation from somebody that this was up for auction, and I decided to pick it up. Thought it'd be kind of cool to have in the collection. Nice card. All right, so the big one here to finish things off. This one, I had a little fun with it on Instagram. Matt from Essential Credentials teases me on talking about rarer cards. And I'll admit, he is kind of right. I do get desensitized because I've got a lot of rare cards in the collection at this point. I do still appreciate them, but it's one of those things where sometimes I appreciate the rainbows and kind of the general projects and even the shinier cards to some of the rare tough ones. But this one is definitely one that qualifies, or at the very least it's a moderately decent little card. So this is from Cup Foundations. From the Cup, it is a patch autograph, numbered to 5. Like I said, nice little card. But one thing I'll say about this, and it's not so much a major critique, but it is something notable. It is a really cool looking card. The patch obviously is fantastic, and numbered to 5, very rare, and the autograph is nice and clean. But one thing I would say design-wise that I'm not too keen on, it is kind of a busy design, which in itself isn't a big deal. But I will say I do kind of question having, like, Modano here is fine, Cup Foundations is fine, but because you made this gray and then you made this area darker with a paint pen, like if I held it at this angle, it almost blurs out the autograph. But if I tilt it just a little bit, all of a sudden the autograph totally pops with the paint pen. So it's one of those things, like, it's still pretty good depending on the angle you put it on. But I feel like that's a bit of a design flaw. Like, you can dull out the card just by doing this, but then as soon as you put a little shine on it, there you go. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just think it's kind of an interesting choice, and then you've got the nice reflective foil. but a great card to finish up on. Like I said, comments or questions are welcome as always. And then on the screen, I'll have the newly updated Modano count total. Just kind of keep track of where we're going. Thanks very much as always, and we'll catch you in the next one.